Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Omer, and today I will be giving you the lecture on organizational ethics. If I tell you the crux of this two words, it basically means the invisible foundation of trust. So this session won't be about rules and policy, okay? It's about how each of us represents the company, our work, and ourselves every single day, or how we should represent the company, work, or ourselves. Okay. So Okay, so what exactly are organizational ethics? In general, it's something like unspoken rules and values. But what are the 3 points that are listed in this slide? The first one is the foundation of trust. Trust grows when actions match words. It's earned, it's not demanded. In a way that if you say a client or it's in your ethics that if you say that, okay, so I will do this thing, you should follow that thing. You should keep your words. Okay. The second one is the decision-making process. Ethically or ethical choice means doing what's right, not what's easy. We can take an example of our most of the apps. We try to tend our way towards something, a solution that might be easy for us, but it's not right. Okay, in the longer run, it's not sustainable and other things. But we should do the opposite of that. We should do something that is sustainable and that's not easy for us, but it's right for the client. The third one is the integrity unseen. Integrity unseen is basically the true integrity, and it is basically doing the right things even when no one is watching. Okay, it's like a software company, and most of the employees and other peoples that believe that they can do the multitasking, like they might watch a movie or something, but it's kind of against the ethics or the organizational ethics. So in this complete, you can say, our presentation, our lecture, we will try it and we will share that what should we do, okay, and what should we not do. And in a flexible environments like ours, ethics don't come from the supervision. They come from our own discipline and the respect for time, team, and work. Okay, so why it matters in software company? Like we are giving this lecture in the middle of when we were just giving the lectures for the new skills, new trends and everything. But why we needed this lecture at this right moment and in so emergency? This reason is that these ethics are, you can say, the primary operational mechanism for any software house or even for us as well. We are doing really good. Like if I tell you the reality, we are doing really good and everything is going really good. But the ethics and these basic things are, you can say, drawing us back towards the bottom again and again. So first thing is the self-management. Self-management can be easily, you can say, regarded as that our operational model, it's all about being trusted to self-manage the time. The management can't trust, or you can say manage every single employee. Like obviously there are 30 plus employees in a country, in a company, and inshallah there will be 300 plus employees. So the management at any time can't, you can say, manage each and every one of the employees. It's the self-management that employees should do, that is the part of their ethics that will help us in growth. Second one is the client professionalism. I will be very honest with you. Client judge you by your professionalism. We Our work is never exposed to them. We never show them the work. We don't show them the code of our quality of our code. Okay, yes, I know they see the lags and everything, but for them the first and the most important thing is the professionalism. If you update them on time, like give the pre-reports, post-report, okay, tell them everything well before time, or if something is going to happen, you tell them well before time, they will never be hyper on you. Okay, so this is something that it is one of the reason that this thing matters in a software company. The last thing is the predictability and the reliability. An ethical culture, it basically creates a team that is predictable, reliable, and fundamentally respectful in all the interactions. We can easily win a $100,000 project. Okay, but the only issue in that thing is that we need to be sure that are we in a state that are we predictable? Can we deliver something that is in 8 weeks? Okay, will our things will be reliable? If you feel or if we feel that we can do all these things, then firstly we are ethically right or we are right, and it will obviously help us. This is the reason our motto is silence and sport. It's not something quality or code or something like that. So this is the reason, this is the back logic of our motto. Then comes in the ethics in the daily professional communication. So basically, it's basically the opportunity to reinforce our ethical standards in such a way that there are 3 points. If I just give you a brief overview, first one is the clarity and empathy. Clarity means that you should be very clear of what you are saying, very clear about what you are saying, and very clear with the client with your point. Okay, it happens a lot of time that we are not clear regarding something. We give unclear instructions to our project manager or to the directly to the client. That creates a lot of fuss. So this is something that is a part of your ethics, to be clear and then share with someone. Okay, and the second one is the commitment and the follow through. One thing I personally feel, if we can fix this thing, we can be like a really good company, or we can take our company to the next level. That is a commitment. If we know that we can deliver something in particular 8 weeks, we need to make our commitment from ourselves. I know there can be external factors, there can be numerous other factors. There can be delay from the client side, there can be delay from other things, credentials, and each and everything. But the commitment is the key. If you are committed that you need to deliver this in 4 weeks, then you have to do that thing. Okay. Currently, we are doing a project that is called Site Snap. Today or tomorrow is the last day for the delivery. You can see that it was the total commitment by the project manager with the team or with the higher management, and this is the reason it's going to be get delivered. Okay, if we take the same example that okay, there was a delay from the client side, there was delay from other things. Okay, there were external numerous factors, there were external factors like there was protest and each and everything. But if the management or the, you can say, developer is committed to their work, only then they can deliver something. And it's not something that the company or anyone is asking out of the way. It's your ethics, it's a part of your ethics that you should do. The third one is the manage expectations. One more reason that you can say takes things back to us is the expectation level. We somehow or many times, you can say, over promise an outcome, or we are not realistic with the client. It's just like that we feel that we just need to tell something and end this meeting just for the sake of the meeting. We need to think ahead of time. It's not just like a 1 hour meeting or a 15-minute meeting or maybe 1 week project. Okay, we need to make or put realistic expectations with the client. Okay, and then we need to deliver that thing. When client asks you that okay, so how long will it take to, you can say, complete this project, the ball is in your court. You have the chance. You can say okay, so I will be realistic with you. It's almost an 8 weeks project. We'll try to complete it very soon, but see, there are numerous factors that can cause a delay and take it to 8 weeks to 12 or 10 weeks. But when client asks something and we are like okay, sir, we will just deliver that to you tomorrow, the mockup will be ready tomorrow and everything. Okay, and this is something that creates the lag. Okay, and this is not ethically right as well. A very common scenario, if I discuss with you, is that we are late for a deliverable. Okay, so what should we do we need to stay quiet or we need to communicate early? Okay, so the ethical choice is that communicate early. We always know, in like 99% of the scenarios, we know that will this milestone will be ready by that particular day or not. It's just like that, if we communicate that message with the client that sir, we are like 85% of the things are done. Here's a quick demo, but unfortunately we are seeing that we won't be deliver 100% you to tomorrow. So can we just like reschedule this milestone? If you can just share this particular message well before time with the client, he won't go anywhere, he won't be angry with you, he will truly understand the meaning and the commitment. Okay. Then comes the discipline and the punctuality. Basically, it's all about respecting not just your time, but respecting the shared time. Just a quick example, we have a time from 9 to 6 or 9 to 6:30. And what does 9 means? 9 means that all the employees should be there at 9, not just for the sake of their own attendance, so that the dependency of any other developer should not be, you can say, catered or hindered by another employee. Okay. The first one is the freedom or the lack of structure. If our freedom is built on the shared assumption that everyone maintains, okay, like the professional boundaries and everything, this is something that we should be do. Okay. Freedom is not like, okay, so it's my right, I can come late, I can just come at 10 o'clock or 10:30 and then I will leave at 8 o'clock. It's not something like that. If another employee is coming from 9 to 6, basically at the end of the day you are wasting 2 hours, 2 hours of your sides and 2 hours from the other developer side. So we need to make sure that we respect the time. The other thing is that the ripple effect of lateness. Okay, so this meeting was, okay, I'm sorry, the ripple effect of lateness. What happens is that this is a very common phenomena that we say that meeting is going to start at 2:30 and we are like at least fashionably late 10 minutes. Okay, we see, okay, so it's taking the time, now I will send the link, then I will join. Okay, so we need to make things that we should be on time. You guys are doing great job. Okay, you are on time, you are, I know you were doing things and everything, but it's just like there's a very less line or small line between great and perfection. And if we can be on time, we can deliver things on times, we can be punctual, we can go towards that perfection path. Then other thing is the dependability over the availability. It's the same thing that I mentioned before in my example, that if I am something is dependent on an other employee and he's not coming on time, so it does not matter for the first employee that okay, he available or not. It's a dependability that is there and that should be fulfilled. Okay. Then is something building constant habits. We all have habits. Okay, some are very good. Okay, and one habit that we should, you can say, take in is that we should have the habit of, you can say, start working on time, closing the communication loops promptly, and consistently follow through on tasks. Okay, we have the glowingify, we have the timer. That is something that you should be punctual. Okay, it's not like the management will see that okay, so how long it took you to complete a task. It's your own accountability that you can see, you can ask yourself, like I made this front end page, it took me 3 hours to do that. Okay, and if I am asking this something from my own perspective, from myself, it should be something like, no more, you can do that in like 1 hour or 2 hours, you can try to figure out ways, okay, how to improve that thing. So the timer, the checklist is for you. Okay, you should be accountable with yourself for that. Okay. Then comes the pillar of ideal employees. Okay, no one can be ideal, but obviously there are some pillars that if we try to follow or achieve them 80 to 90%, we can somehow achieve the perfection. Okay, we are a company of 30 employees, and we all know that not all the employees can be ideal, not all the employees can be the same. But it's just like if we try to maximize any of the pillar, that is something that can actually make us, you can say, the ideal. So the first thing is the integrity. In Urdu, we say Diyanatdari. So integrity is just like align your words with your actions. If you say that you will take this meeting when you go home, it should be there. Okay. The second one is the accountability. It's a very common phenomena that our management, like our higher management, says that okay, so if we win a project, it's my employees or my developers win, but if we lost something, it is my, like, the management issue. So you should be accountable with the management, but firstly you should be accountable to yourself, because at any time of this thing you will be accountable. Third thing is the consistency. Consistency is something like, okay, so the last month was very good. Okay, it was super good. Okay, I will be honest with you. But what about this month? We thought that, okay, so everything was good. We did really good sales. Everything was good. We won the new projects. We delivered so many milestones, but the consistency lagged. This month, this we couldn't, you can say, capitalize the exact flow for that. We are doing really good, but we couldn't keep that momentum going. Okay, and the fourth one is the growth mindset. We are developers. Okay, most of us think that this is a software house, it's not a software company, and in 6 months or 1 year we will move towards a new company. They will give us maybe 50,000 more than our current salary, and things will look like this. But we forget one thing, that there will be a day that you will be a senior. And just take a deep breath and think like this, that if you are a senior or you are in a senior role, your team will mirror your behavior, your ethics, your standard flow. Okay, so this is something that you need to think about. If you feel that you are taking accountable of yourself and you feel, okay, so I'm really good, I'm always on time, I'm doing very good dressing, I'm very good in the meetings and everything, then that's good. But at least ask yourself that if someone is taking me as ideal, taking me as a mentor, am I capable enough, or is there something that I can do or improve better? So if you get this answer from yourself, then all these ethics and lectures, you will always be able to feel these things. Then comes the building and maintaining organizational trust. First thing is that it's the part of your ethics that you should protect the confidentiality. Confidentiality of all the keys, like the API keys, the Google Map API key, and each and everything, the code, source code, and everything. Okay. So if you feel that you need to reuse something for your project, you can ask the management and everything. And if they allow you to do that, you can for sure do that thing, but you should be keep all these data confidential. Okay, the second one is honesty about issues. At this time we are a group of three management people. Okay, and we have one higher management, that is our boss, and then the rest of our team leads and the employees. But honesty is the only thing that can help us to move forward. Obviously we can't put a check and balance on each and everything, but if the developer is honest with his work, okay, he is transparent with his work, then I don't even feel that there will be a need of management at any particular time. Okay, and the last one is the respectful dialogue. It's all about never speak negative about any employee, any client, or anything. I know it's somehow we mispronounce, or we say this thing, but it should not be there. Okay, and if we are angry, what we should do is we should take a 13-second pause. Okay, and trust me, that particular 13 second, every anger, everything is gone. Okay, so it's something like, when you protect someone's trust, you are fundamentally protecting the organization's reputation and stability. Okay, and this is my last slide. I won't take you like that much of time, but lastly it is how to become the ideal organization. An ideal organization will be when their developers will be ideal, and a developer can be ideal when they are just fulfilling their ethical need. What we see in a developer is that the progress can be done. You can learn a new skill. It's not some rocket science. The AI is coming. You can learn skills very, very quickly as well. But ethics, this is the main building block. This is the only thing that will always differentiate you from other people. Okay. And lastly, I would just say that you're not in the company, you are the company. You need to represent the company, and if you can do all these things, trust me, you will always, you can say, secure your job, and everything will be on time. The clients will be happy, the company will be happy, and they will fulfill all your needs, all your demands. Okay, so that was pretty much of it from my side. Thank you so much for your time.